5 quick tips to start losing weight now. This is demonstrated by the gyms, the people who go out for a run in the morning, and all those who prefer to have a rich and fresh salad with a double cheeseburger, which, by the way, can cause cancer according to the WHO. To this day, the fact that the population is getting more and more to be in shape and give up their bad eating habits is a fact. The webpage Healthista has developed a list with several tips to be able to lose those extra kilos when it comes to choosing clothes. Among them stand out from carrying a food diary, to propose realistic goals when losing weight. However, from this page specialized in health advice to take into account, first of all, that each person is different and everyone cannot lose weight in the same way. On the contrary, and always according to the web, each individual has specific physical and psychological characteristics that make it not always ready to remove those excess grams. 1. Make a food diary. It may seem absurd, but you would be surprised how many people do not know what they eat during the day. For this reason, it is good to aim for approximately 1 week what you eat and what time, in the end, to realize what your eating habits really are. On many occasions, people who carry out this exercise realize that they are eating at non-advisable hours high-calorie foods and change their habits. 2. Reduce the fats of the usual foods. Every day, there are little things you can do that will help you take some weight off. First of all, you can switch to semi-skimmed milk, since the whole one has twice the calories. In turn, another effective method is to reduce the intake of bread and pasta once a week and, finally, bet on the vegetables when preparing a garnish, instead of potatoes. 3. Bet on real goals. When you start a diet, many people drastically reduce the number of calories they eat and go to the gym decided to go several times a week. This type of diets usually begin with great force and end up being abandoned after 2 weeks. Therefore, it is more advisable to bet on real goals. So, it is better to gradually lower the amount of food to get the body used to and, little by little, start doing sports in a relatively relaxed way. 4. Flee the pre-cooked and do not skip meals. These are 2 basic rules. First of all, because, although food companies sell their products as healthy, they usually have a huge amount of preservatives and saturated fats. In fact, salads sold in some fast food chains can have the same amount of calories as a cheeseburger. On the other hand, never skip a meal, you will arrive with more hunger to the next. 5. Eat slowly. Incredible, several studies have established the relationship between eating quickly and being hungry a few minutes later. The reason is simple, the brain does not realize that the body is receiving food and does not quench that feeling of hunger. The same happens when you eat standing, so try to be seated. Source: http://www.abc.es. Don't forget to click on the card on the top right of this video or the link in the description below and download my free ebooks. To learn more about 5 quick tips to start losing weight now, please subscribe to this channel, share this video with others, like it, comment and download the book free by clicking the image on the right or the link in the description below.